How could anybody have missed the light show last night? Did anybody sleep in this town anywhere?
It's a great question.
You know, there's some baby that was knocked out that just never woke up. You know, there's babies that
My daughter.
I wish I would have been.
She slept. Your daughter slept through it?
Perfect. Yeah, you put on the noise machine, good to go.
Didn't have any issues there. I'm happy for you, Tiffany. That probably made your night a little bit easier. Yes, I definitely woke up to the storms overnight, as I'm sure many of us did, because yes, they were noisy and they were so bright. There was just a ton of lightning strikes associated with that activity. Now, we've got the front that kind of was the catalyst behind the weather pattern that sparked up those strong storms. That's pushed through south central Texas, and behind that, well, yes, it is still a little humid this lunchtime hour here in San Antonio. Check out portions of the hill country. This is a look at dew points, how we measure the moisture in the lower levels of the atmosphere. Those dew points are starting to drop. This brown color is that drier air that is filtering farther off to the south. So as that continues to move through the region this afternoon, it is going to start to feel a little bit more comfortable out there, especially for Friday evening plans and Saturday morning activities. Now, temperature wise, we're still in the low 70s here in San Antonio, where the cloud cover has been able to hold on just a little bit longer. But you take a little jog off to the west, closer to the Rio Grande, already low 80s for places like Del Rio as well as Eagle Pass, just because that sunshine has already been able to take over there as well. So as we head into this afternoon, we see more blue skies here in San Antonio. That is going to help boost our temperatures into the upper 70s and low 80s, and we will stay dry throughout the remainder of the day, I think, too. Into Saturday, still a mostly dry day, maybe an isolated pop-up storm tomorrow night. That's going to turn into a scattered storm chance into early Sunday morning, and yes, maybe even closer to widespread for the back half of the weekend. So we'll talk about the fact that we're not finished with those rain chances, and yes, also needing to monitor the potential for some isolated rain chances to linger into next week. All those details coming up in just a few, guys.
All right, Mia, thank you. We'll look forward to that. The maker of Narcan nasal spray is working to lower the cost of the life-saving product. The company says it's aiming for an out-of-pocket price of less than $50 for the over-the-counter sales. Its goal is to match the price that government agencies, nonprofits, and first responders pay. The wholesale price is $125. Pricing for over-the-counter Narcan will be left to individual retailers. The company that makes the product aims to have Narcan available online and in stores by late summer.
Additional doses of the COVID-19 bivalent booster have been given the green light for some adults by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and now the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. CNN's Mandy Gaither breaks down the new guidance and what it means for you.
Across the U.S., COVID-19 cases, deaths, and hospitalizations continue to trend down, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
One of the reasons why things are so much better now than where they were a year or two ago is because almost everybody now has some level of protection.
Dr. Frank Esper with Cleveland Clinic says the protection is either through a prior infection or vaccines, but early data suggests protection has started to wane from the bivalent booster, which health experts say protects against the original strain of the COVID-19 virus, Omicron, and its spinoffs. That's why the FDA has updated its guidance for the most vulnerable to the disease, allowing people 65 and older to get an additional dose of the Pfizer or Moderna bivalent vaccines now, as long as it's been 4 months since their last one. And most people with certain degrees of immunocompromise can get a second dose of a bivalent vaccine at least 2 months after the last one.
What we're trying to do with our vaccination response is to make sure that everybody's antibody levels, remain protective, so that they can fight off the infection.
For immunocompromised children ages 6 months through 4 years, eligibility for an additional bivalent vaccine will depend on the vaccine previously received, so talk to a doctor. Another big change is that most unvaccinated people may now receive a single dose of a bivalent vaccine rather than multiple doses of the original single-strain vaccines. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
For everyone not covered by the latest guidance, the FDA says it intends to make decisions about future vaccinations after receiving recommendations on the fall strain composition from its advisory committee in June.
Go easy on honking that horn when you hit the road. That is the advice from DPS troopers amid a spike in road rage shootings. The number of road rage shootings has doubled in the U.S. since 2018. That's according to researchers who say just last year alone, someone was shot and injured or killed in a road rage incident every 16 hours in the U.S. The Texas Department of Public Safety says being a courteous driver goes a long way to avoiding problems.
We have to learn to contain ourselves. Unfortunately, we've got some very inexperienced drivers that are going on right now that are behind the wheel, and those individuals have access to, and we don't know what they're capable of.
DPS says if you have problems on the road, you should avoid eye contact and obscene hand gestures if you can. Get an ID of the vehicle and license plate, and get away to the nearest exit and populated area where you can call 911. Hey, even though Fiesta is off to kind of a wet and gloomy start, the party is going to continue this weekend. We've got to look at the events taking place Saturday and Sunday.
Earth Day is tomorrow, and if that's making your green thumb itch, the city is giving away more free trees. How you can snag yours after the break.
These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. BuzzFeed News is shutting down and the company is laying off 15% of its staff. Chief Executive Jonah Peretti says that the company is working to move those in news over to other sectors of the company. IKEA is set to invest more than $2 billion in new U.S. store models and pickup locations over the next 3 years. Now it's the company's biggest U.S. investment push since it first opened a store here nearly 4 decades ago. The investment is $2.2 billion in total. And the Johnson & Johnson talc and cancer lawsuits are on hold. About 40,000 lawsuits were put on hold while J&J works through thousands of talc cases in bankruptcy proceedings. The new lawsuits can be filed at this time against the company, but in the meantime, J&J won't have to go to trial during the pause. The company still denies the allegation, and its talc products, they say, do not cause cancer. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Shannon Lanier in New York.
Trees are very important. Without them, we wouldn't be alive. It's why on this Earth Day, we are celebrating the importance of trees and encouraging people in the community to plant them.
Sarah Costa spoke with the city's forester about how trees not only mitigate climate change, but can also keep you mentally and physically healthy.
That feels great. It's this really important thing called oxygen. Oxygen. It does a body good. And did you know that one tree can provide enough oxygen for up to 4 people? But it's not the only thing trees give us.
We cannot live without trees.
Michael Holinsky is the City of San Antonio's tree forester. He says trees don't just act as nature's AC systems.
They clean the air, they slow down the flow of water, and they stabilize our soil, so the impact of those floods are reduced. More importantly, the trees provide us shade, they provide habitat for wildlife, and they'll actually help us reduce our energy bills if they're planted in just the right place near the house.
And the more trees that we plant like this, one day will hopefully grow into something like this. This tree I'm sitting in is probably close to 100 years old, but it only takes a couple of years to reap the benefits from a tree after planting it. More benefits like easing the impacts of climate change and cooling urban areas that have lots of asphalt and concrete. Plus,
mitigate those impacts from flooding and rain, and they'll reduce our taxes overall because it helps reduce impact to our infrastructure as well.
He also says there are studies that show people who live near a lot of trees are physically healthier and have less hospital stays. And tree areas also boost mental health, keeping people encouraged to get outside during those hot summer days. It's why in honor of Earth Day, the City of San Antonio will be giving out 1,200 free trees at Woodlawn Lake Park.
And it's really important to take care of this planet. And part of that is being a steward of our natural areas and ensuring that we live harmoniously with everyone else and everything else on this planet. It's the only one we've got. We've got to take care of it.
So get planting, San Antonio, and head out to Woodlawn Park this Saturday for the Earth Day event to receive your free tree at 10 a.m. Let's tree up. I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT12 News.
And unfortunately, some of the hill country trees have been taking a hit lately. Last night and that freeze we had.
That is true. all the more reason, love more trees, right? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm looking outside at live cam, saw a few peaks of blue sky. So yes, we're starting to see that cloud cover break up. That's going to help our temperatures climb over the next few hours. 63 was our morning low here in San Antonio earlier today. We're at 71 right now, but I do think now that the sun is going to return, it's going to end up being pretty close to average this afternoon, with highs climbing into the upper 70s and low 80s. We'll get you a full look at what we are expecting throughout the remainder of the day and a fiesta forecast for the first weekend coming up after the break.
Welcome back. What a way to start Fiesta 2023.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had an event canceled last night. Let's hope it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Keeping our fingers
And I'm looking
crossed.
at you. Let's hope it doesn't happen anymore. I'm sorry to put that on you.
David has strolled over to my desk probably 3 times today asking about the forecast,
Well,
especially
Monday's a big day.
Especially for Monday, as you should, of course. Yeah, keeping eyes on the radar very closely into not only this weekend, but yes, into the beginning of next week, because we're not finished with the rain chances. Now, I do want to show you what's kind of left of the system that brought, yes, that strong to severe storm development here to south central Texas last night. You can see that the front associated with this activity has now pushed through the bulk of our area, and it continues to now move eastward away from the Lone Star State. A broken line of rain and thunderstorms accompanying that boundary, approaching the Cincinnati area, just moved through Memphis, and yes, some of that activity even filtering down closer to New Orleans. So a lot of United States real estate covered by some of that shower and storm activity here this lunchtime hour. We are quiet in terms of any rain out there here in San Antonio, but we still do have a couple of isolated showers, even a stray downpour out there, really in McMullen County. This now to the west of George West, and you can see that it's moving farther off to the south. So for the most part, we are finished with the rain chances today, and we are going to see more clearing. Already seeing that here in San Antonio this hour as well. So we will see some more sunshine this afternoon taking over, and with that, as well as the lower humidity that's going to be moving in, it's going to be a nice start to the weekend. All things considered, tomorrow it'll be a little cooler. We'll start off in the 50s, highs still headed for about 80 degrees, but the moisture is quickly going to return. So enjoy the drier air once it gets here this afternoon, because it's not going to last long. I think as those dew points rise tomorrow night, that combined with our next disturbance is going to allow for more widespread rain chance on Sunday, and then a few isolated rain chances as we head into, yes, the beginning of next week. So we're going to keep eyes on that very closely. Here we are once again with live cam. You can see, yes, seeing a little bit more sunshine return. Low 70s right now here in San Antonio. Winds are out of the northeast. I've seen some wind gusts generally upwards of about 20 miles per hour. I think upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour will be possible as we head into this afternoon. As that sunshine takes over, temperatures warm near about 79 by 3 p.m., 81 by 5 p.m. And then if you're stepping out for any Friday evening plans, those thermometers fall into the 70s and eventually into the 60s by 10 p.m. later tonight. 84 in Pleasanton is that forecast high. Some low 90s certainly possible the farther southwest you go, especially in those areas that have already been able to climb into the 80s right now, because that sunshine was able to return a little bit sooner this morning. Here's your Fiesta 4-day forecast here into the first weekend. Again, a cool start tomorrow in the 50s, low 80s by Saturday afternoon. And then as we start to see some of that moisture work in, we're near about 60 by Sunday morning. If we can find, though, that scattered, even numerous shower and storm activity for the second half of the weekend's plans, that could hold temperatures to the 60s. So a little bit cooler out there. And yes, we've got about a 30% potential for a couple of isolated showers into Monday. Generally expect more clouds there as well. Mentioned the dew points again. We will see that drier air mixed in for the most part this afternoon and evening, but then into your Saturday, especially into Saturday night, I think that humidity will really start to work its way back in. We'll monitor those isolated chances for rain into next week. Overall, don't get rid of the rain gear. Keep it in the car, especially by Sunday. That's the best day that I think we'll probably need to use it in spots, guys.
Thank you, Mia.
Can't really complain. We've been begging for rain for a long time, and we got it last night. So hopefully a little bit more coming. It's one of the newest Fiesta events, but it's already popular with folks on the south side. What makes it unique coming up after the break.
Right now on KSAT12, everything you need to know to create your fiesta plans. We have a full list of today's events.
It includes Taste of New Orleans, Oyster Bake, Alamo Heights Night. Find all the details, including any ticket information, in the Fiesta section of KSAT.com.
Also happening this Fiesta weekend, Fiesta de los Reyes at Market Square.
The free event features live performances and food booths. And even though it's still a bit cloudy, San Antonians are already getting the party started because the sun is coming out soon.
The food's good, the environment's good, the people are so much fun. Once the music starts, I mean, it's really hopping. Viva Fiesta!
That funnel cake looked delicious. Now, Fiesta de los Reyes runs through April 30th.
Some of our biggest and favorite Fiesta events happen right in the heart of downtown.
But over the years, it's grown to include all parts of town. One of the most up-and-coming areas is on the city's south side. Brooks is booming with new businesses, greenways, and events.
And as producer Priscilla Caraman shows us, they host one of the newest official Fiesta events that's already grown into the area's signature party.
Grab your favorite pair of chanclas and head over to the south side because this Fiesta event is offering fun for the entire family, and it might just bring back some of your childhood memories.
We celebrate the almighty chancla.
Paying homage to the Hispanic upbringing
When you were a kid, if you did something incorrigible,
and adding a touch of humor.
your mom, your dad, or another figure of authority would toss a chancla or a sandal at you to get after you. It was a disciplinary measure that was meant to be very loving, but it was also very powerful.
That's how Brooks Gives Back is celebrating Fiesta at the Green Line. Chanclas y Cervezas was created 4 years ago to keep culture alive in a growing city.
The South Side is not our mama's South Side.
In its second year as an official Fiesta event, people are given the opportunity to embrace the Brooks campus. Trails, art, and opportunity.
We've worked so hard to ensure that we beautify it, that we make it useful for our community, that we bring businesses and that we support small businesses. And of course, we have to have a Fiesta event to be legit.
Think Fiesta with a little bit of Southside flair.
We also have a chancla throwing competition where we end up crowning La Rey y La Reina of the almighty chancla.
Easy as it may sound, chancla throwing takes practice.
Got this, Priscilla. Which one do you want me to try and hit?
The 20. If you're not into competition, the good thing is, by you showing up, everybody wins.
So we do have food, cerveza, and we have music and dancing and a lot of games. A lot of the funds basically go to our nonprofit causes for Brooks Gives Back. Any Baby Can, Boys and Girls Club, Right Connect Texas, Lighthouse for the Blind. So it's partying for a good cause. I feel so excited and proud to share this gem of the South Side with everyone.
Priscilla did awesome. Now, Chanclas y Cervezas is tomorrow, Saturday, April 22nd at the Green Line. That's located at 2531 Sidney Brooks. It's from 5 to 11 p.m.
Children under 12 are free, and they better be on their best behavior because there's a lot of moms out there with their chanclas. And you know what can happen if you mess up. Pre-sale tickets are $10. They're $15 the day of the event. And look what we have.
Uh-oh. This is something very
for one of
special
these.
right here.
Yeah. All right.
We saw the chancla up in the air. Now
Yeah.
we're having this up in the air.
We got our Fiesta medal. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Fiona.
Don't say we don't take care of you over there.
Yeah.
It is medal time. And of course, Fiesta de los Reyes is happening here right outside at Market Square. And we've got Mike at a secret location for today's medal giveaway. Hey there, Mike.
And yes, we are way on the west side, even out past SeaWorld out here. This beautiful, it turned out to be a beautiful day. Here's a little hint. It's a place that's going to help keep you going. That's your hint. And of course, we've got medals to give away. They've got some really great raffle prizes out here. We will talk more about that. But yeah, we'll let you know way out here on the west side.
And now, Mike, do you have a favorite Fiesta medal?
I'm going to go with this one. I mean, we've got, okay, I can't play favorites. The Weather Medal, of course. This one, the KSAT Medal, all the ones I'm kind of directly involved with. So, and also my favorite is the one that somebody gives me right away. So I guess that's
I
my
got to
favorite.
tell you, my favorite KSAT medal is right here. It's the Thermometer Thursday Adam Caskey medal. All right, well, we all know flower crowns and fiestifying your hair, but Gina Jaramillo, designer with Happy Cheek Beauty Designs. Hi there. Hello. Now, we are going to be talking about the newest style of flower crown.